Marissa Marchand Channel presents a weekly serialized story full of heartfelt moments and relatable characters that capture audiences' attention. Coming to America, The Journey. Let me take you back in time to where it all started. Muntinlupa, Rizal, Philippines. Early 70s. Life was simpler back then. Disco music filled the air, and bell-bottom jeans were the height of fashion. People moved slower, and modern life had not taken over. We traveled without smartphones or online check-ins. Face-to-face conversations were the norm, and handwritten letters were still common. It was an era of vibrant energy and cultural revolutions. During the 1960s, my brother Ben joined the U.S. Navy. It opened up new opportunities for our family, allowing us to dream of a life beyond the Philippines. Ben's stories about America fascinated us, painting a picture of a land full of possibilities. His letters became a window into a different world, encouraging our father to join him. Ben petitioned our dad, and after a short wait, the paperwork finally came through. Our father was filled with excitement and anxiety as he prepared to leave everything he knew behind. After obtaining employment, he petitioned my two brothers, then my mom and two sisters. And finally, Tessie, Edith, and I were on our way to Perry Shell from Hawaii. As my sisters and I prepared for our trip, anticipation and unease filled us. It was our first time taking a plane and leaving the country. We also needed to be together with our families. I was excited to see them. Manila International Airport. The year was 1976. Our journey to Hawaii began, and our parents and siblings awaited our arrival. We left behind our two sisters, who were married and had their own families. They waved us goodbye, with tears knowing it would be long before we saw each other again. Edith was 12, I was 15, and Tessie was 19. Tessie bore the responsibility for navigating this new experience. She spoke better English than the rest of us, which made her our unofficial leader and translator. Tessie took care of our travel documents and communicated with airport personnel, which made the entire process less daunting. In this unfamiliar world, her confidence and language skills were our lifelines. We clung to each other, feeling the thrill of adventure and the weight of leaving our homeland behind. As the plane took off, we watched Manila's lights fade below us, signaling the start of the next chapter in our lives. We had a layover in Tokyo, adding an extra layer of excitement to our journey. We felt a mixture of awe and nervousness as we navigated unfamiliar areas, admiring foreign signs and Japanese staff efficiency. Holding our hand-carried items, we walked to our gates with trepidation and curiosity. The signs were in a language we didn't understand, but we followed the arrows and other travelers. I was the bravest of us three since I was tomboyish, so I ensured we stayed together and didn't get lost in the vast, bustling terminal. As their protector, I had to be brave despite my fears. We found our gate and settled in, waiting for the next leg of our journey. Tessie visited the duty-free shops, picking up some small souvenirs and hundreds of postcards to send to her million friends back home to remember our Tokyo layover. I stayed with Edith to make sure she was okay. We sat on chairs near our gate, watching the planes take off and land. Time passed, but the anticipation of our upcoming adventure kept our spirits high. Tessie spent the rest of her time writing postcards to her friends and sharing her first impressions of this incredible adventure. I soon felt dizzy. Instead of protecting my younger sister, Edith and Tessie rushed me to the bathroom, concerned about my sudden dizziness. I clung to Tessie's arm as we navigated through the crowded terminal. My sisters switched roles with me, and now they were protecting me, making sure I was okay. Once we reached the restroom, I bolted into the nearest stall and started vomiting. The stress and excitement of our journey caught up with me. Tessie stroked my back, whispering reassurances to calm me down. Edith stood by the door, worried. My sister's support eased my discomfort. The refreshing water on my face relieved the discomfort, and the worry in their eyes lessened. I emerged several minutes later feeling better, but still shaken. Sadly, I left remnants of my breakfast in the stall, feeling embarrassed by the mess I had made. Soon, it was time to board our connecting flight to Hawaii. We gathered our belongings and headed to the boarding gate. The flight attendants greeted us as we found our seats and settled in for the long journey ahead. As the plane took off into the night sky, we held hands, ready to embrace whatever adventures awaited us in Hawaii. Being young and naive, we faced some mishaps while on the flight. The flight attendants held trays with fresh towels, which they handed out to passengers to refresh themselves. From where I was sitting, the towels looked like steamed rice cakes. I thought the timing was perfect since I was starving from the earlier ordeal at the airport. As soon as I received my towel, I took a bite, only to realize my mistake. My sisters burst into laughter only because the flight attendant smiled at my blunder. I'm sure they didn't know what it was either. Tessie delicately took the towel and wiped her face, while Edith and I followed suit, feeling rejuvenated. As the aroma filled the cabin, our stomachs growled in anticipation. The flight attendants rolled out carts laden with steaming dishes, offering a welcome respite from earlier mishaps. There was a choice of fish, chicken, or beef. We each received a tray with a bowl of fruit salad, a dinner roll, and chicken. The warm meal comforted me and settled my still uneasy stomach. I did not finish my meal and was about to put the unused portion in my purse, but Tessie beat me to it. She was like a Girl Scout, always ready with a plan. Tessie discreetly put the unused butter, which looked like Andy's mint candy, and the dinner rolls into her purse, smiling at me knowingly. Just in case we get hungry later, she whispered with a wink, and I nodded, appreciating her foresight. With full bellies and lighter hearts, we settled back into our seats, ready to let sleep take us to paradise. Soon, we arrived at Honolulu International Airport. My sister, Loida, worked at the airport and arranged for our family to enter through a special entrance. It's probably not okay now, but it was in a different era. We saw them waving at us as they waited for us. It was hard to imagine our excitement as we finally reunited with our family, beaming with joy despite the long journey. Edith headed towards the escalator and forgot the hand-carried Sunka or Mancala game board she had with her. It was a game played on a solid wood block with 2 rows of 7 circular holes and 2 large holes at both ends called heads. It was about 28 inches long. I was behind her carrying 2 wooden frames displaying shell peacocks. These were common things found in Filipino households in Hawaii in the 70s. These items included the Last Supper painting or the tradition of hanging giant wooden spoons and forks. Edith got excited, and when she rushed down the escalator to greet our family, she accidentally dropped the game board, which got caught in the metal shaft. The next thing we knew, she was riding the Sunka board and landing on the ground with a thud. It happened in slow motion, as the board game landed on top of her. It was an amazing sight to see her unexpected surfing maneuver. The scene was both hilarious and chaotic, drawing amused glances from fellow travelers. Edith scrambled to her feet, blushing with embarrassment. Our family rushed over and helped her up. Edith emerged unscathed, and their concern turned to amusement as they welcomed us with warm hugs. The warm Hawaiian breeze welcomed us as we stepped outside, a gentle hint of the adventures ahead. Our Hawaii home would be an unforgettable experience, and we couldn't wait to explore the island. Welcome to paradise. Tune in next week for another episode from Marissa Marchand channel. Please check out my channel trailer video to learn more about the exciting content you can expect from my channel. Your support means the world to me. I write young adult, new adult, and middle grade fiction. For more information about my work, visit marissamarchand.com. Don't forget to watch my other videos. Thank you.